Right now, about 64 million Americans have debt in collections. That means non-stop calls, late fees stacking up, and the constant stress of knowing you're behind. It feels like you're going to be stuck doing this for the rest of your life. The instinct is to just try harder. You tell yourself you'll restrict every penny, skip every dinner out, and live on willpower alone. But willpower is garbage. It lasts about as long as a restrictive fad diet. You may have 3 days, and then you're right back on the couch. Success depends on engineering your behavior. You need to build an environment where the right financial choice happens automatically, so you don't have to rely on how you feel in the moment. You don't have to sit in the dark eating reheated ramen to get clear of what you owe. The alternative to living like a hermit is the lazy genius approach. You automate the entire process, so you don't even have to think about it. True financial progress happens when you stop relying on temporary bursts of discipline. You build permanent, automated systems that route your money toward your debt before you even have a chance to see it in your checking account. That automation has to cover more than the bare minimum. Making only the minimum payment on a high-interest credit card creates an illusion of progress, but the math tells a different story. If you have $5,000 in debt at a 27, banks offer minimum payments to keep you on their books for as long as possible. The only way out is to set your payments significantly higher and automate them so the money is gone before you can spend it. Before you can intervene, you have to face the brutal truth of what you actually owe. Pull up every single credit card, student loan, and medical bill. Write down the total balance, the exact interest rate, and the minimum payment for each one. Once it's all laid out, pick an attack plan. Here is a matrix comparing the two proven ways. The Avalanche method focuses on the highest interest rate, saving money. The Snowball method targets the smallest balance first, providing rapid psychological wins. The trade-off with the Snowball method is clear. You will pay slightly more in total interest, but it delivers the required momentum to keep you from giving up halfway through. The mathematically perfect strategy is completely useless if you quit after a month. The right choice is whichever method matches your psychological profile enough to guarantee you stay consistent. Once your strategy is set, look at the levers you can pull to actually accelerate the payoff. Not all efforts are created equal. This chart plots options by effort versus financial impact. Take a 5-minute call to your credit card company to match lower competitor rates. When it works, you save thousands in interest almost instantly, making it a high-impact, low-effort lever. Next, automate your plan. Set your minimum payments on autopay so you never trigger a late fee. Then, schedule your extra payments for the day after payday. The cash vanishes toward your debt before you can spend it. If you want to cut years off your timeline, you have to increase the cash flowing in. Earning an extra few $100s a month through a side gig, freelancing, or negotiating a raise makes a massive dent in your balance. There is a strict rule here. Any freed-up cash must be instantly redirected to your payoff plan. Whether from a canceled subscription or new income, it cannot inflate your lifestyle spending. Expanding your income and automating your payments solves the timeline problem. It is significantly faster than trying to scrape by on willpower and extreme frugality. Checking your bank statements once a month is too slow when you are on an aggressive payoff sprint. By the time you notice impulse buys, the money is already gone. The solution is a 5-minute Sunday audit. It is a rapid, weekly check-in to catch unauthorized fees and spending leaks before they permanently drain your resources. The routine has 3 simple steps. First, track your balance drop. Second, cut sneaky subscription fees. Third, celebrate the milestone. By the second or third Sunday, you'll see the total balance drop from $5,000 to $4,200. Tracking that descent makes the progress feel real rather than abstract. Checking in weekly keeps you focused on the trajectory. It is the difference between hoping the debt goes away and knowing exactly when it will be gone. When debt causes you pain, you naturally look for an easy way out. That desire makes you vulnerable to traps. A 0% balance transfer sounds like a lifeline, but if you miss a single payment or fail to clear the balance before the promotion ends, you get hit with a severe, retroactive penalty rate. You are stuck in the exact same cycle, just with a new bank. Then there are the debt relief agencies. This flowchart breaks down what to look out for. If a company demands high upfront fees, promises overnight erasure, or tells you to stop making payments, you are dealing with a scam that will destroy your credit. Most of the legitimate steps a debt consolidation company takes are things you could negotiate directly with your creditors yourself entirely for free. Delegating your problem to a third party doesn't pay off the debt, or shuffling balances to a new card. If your underlying spending behavior remains unchanged, you are only digging the hole deeper. Getting the balance to zero is only phase one. Building the architecture to prevent a relapse is the real victory. If credit cards are your weakness, start with the cash envelope system. It acts as temporary training wheels, forcing hard limits on variable categories like groceries. You put cash in the envelope, and when it's gone, you are done spending. This map outlines the path to staying clear. Start with cash discipline, transition into a safety net, then safe credit reentry. That safety net is your emergency fund. Automate a transfer of $50 a month, eventually building to cover 6 months of expenses. Having cash on hand mathematically severs your reliance on high-interest credit cards. When a flat tire or a medical bill hits, you pay for it outright, and the emergency is over. Staying out of debt permanently requires shifting from a posture of reactive borrowing to proactive buffering, which brings us to the trap of the optimizer, chasing credit card points and travel rewards while actively carrying a balance. It is a mathematical absurdity to pay 27% in interest in order to earn travel points that are worth less than 1 penny each. So here is the absolute rule. If you carry a balance month to month, you stop using the card immediately. If you want to build a system-driven approach to your money, hit subscribe and join us here at USFINOX. Financial freedom comes from automated transfers, negotiating for more income, and shielding yourself from emergencies. Execute the plan and